Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. You can actually get to look at my face in a minute as I set everything up, right? One should be prepared before starting, but what the heck. How do I look? All kinds of great here. Hey, I've just lived through a very wild 2 weeks. I've spent time in a hospital in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I had a new life come into my life, and had a close call with a family member, almost dying. A gallbladder situation that went into septicemia and a bunch of other problems. So been a really wild 2 weeks. In that 2 weeks, I also bought a sled, traveled to New Paltz to get it, a video you guys haven't seen yet, or maybe by the time I publish this you will have seen it. I've been up to Saratoga and picked up another bike. But I guess what I'm happy to say is, considering there's been a lot of life, death, hospitals, emergency rooms, operating rooms, doctor's visits, and everything else, we all got through it. It's just a matter of getting up every day and doing what you need to do. You gotta, what do I have to do now? Do I have to go to the hospital? Do I have to travel? Whatever you have to do, you just gotta get up and do it. Sometimes easier said than done, but I don't know. How much did you guys notice that my life was completely upside down in the last 2 weeks? Literally, the action started 2 weeks. Tomorrow it'll be exactly 2 weeks that everything started with a trip out to Pennsylvania and Gettysburg Hospital, and then on the way home, a flea market visit, Sunday, an emergency room visit, and then an extended hospital stay, surgery, emergency surgery it ended up becoming on Monday, many days in the hospital, going there a few times a day to meet with doctors and all of that, helping somebody who's the most important person in my life back to health. And it's been a bit of a battle, but every day you wake up and you decide that you just got to do it and you got to go forward. And somehow or another, I even managed to bring home some additional toys for the Hoard. One has to keep living life. One has to cover all their responsibilities. And I'm pleased that I did. And by the way, while I was going through all this, I also ended up with a kidney stone, which, if anybody's had kidney stones, they're a real joy. It feels like you're literally, the Rock of Gibraltar has become part of your body. And then when you finally get rid of the thing, you realize that it's smaller than a grain of salt, and it was horribly painful. So that was my 2 weeks. How'd your 2 weeks go? Anyway, folks, I really want to thank you guys for sticking with me, for wishing me, good, kind words, giving me encouragement, watching my videos, supporting my channel, hanging out with me. I've been reading. I'm trying to catch up on comments. I'm trying to pull things back together again. But once again, you got to get everything done, and there's only so many hours in the day. Folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Please remember to keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and get out there and enjoy every single one of your days. Bye now, folks.